Rick, you're on. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 run left on base. The score is Royals 3, Mavericks 2 after the top of the fifth. So you're on.
Oh, it's up and running?
It's not, yeah, I got to get it into the website, but it's on the YouTube channel.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bridgeforth Field. A little late joining you this afternoon. We've had some computer issues, but we are up and going. Royals and Rebels in a battle for third place here this afternoon. The Royals trail Newmarket by 1 game in the standings. Newmarket sits in third place, the third and final playoff spot. The Royals a game behind them. This game as big as they come at this point in the season. Both teams 4 games remaining after tonight. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning with the Royals leading 3-2. On the mound for the Rebels, Caden Editor came on in relief last inning. First pitch to Brock Keeler in there for a strike, 0-1. Keeler on the game, 0 for 1 with a walk. Foul out of play. Count evens up 1-1. The Royals scored a run in the first off a walk, a wild pitch, and a 2-out RBI single off the bat of Austin Lafferty. Newmarket answered with 2 in the third. First the 0-2 to Keeler. Lifted toward left field. Coming in is Holland, and Luke Holland will make the catch in left field for the first out play in the fifth. Count evens up 1-1. The Royals scored a run in the first off a walk, a wild pitch, bases loaded RBI single in the third inning. Austin Lafferty. Blaine Waltemeyer hit a ground ball to Newmarket second that was mishandled by the Royals second baseman for an RBI to make it 1-1, and then Jake Henry Williams followed that up with a ground ball to second to drive in the second run to give Newmarket the lead at the time, 2-1. First pitch to Connor Christensen in there or off the plate for a ball rather, 1-0. Christensen 1 for 2 on the game. And the Royals just scored 2 in the bottom of the fourth to retake the lead. The 1-0 off the plate, 2-0 to Connor Christensen. Leadoff base hit by Marshall Lipsy. A one-out walk by Morgan Miller. The 2-0 in there for a strike. 2-1. Jack Mosh with a 2-out RBI double to score Lipsy, and Jalen Hernandez followed that up with an RBI single to score Miller to give the Royals the lead back 3-2. This one grounded to third. Up with it, Blaine Waltemeyer across for second out in the inning. 2 outs for Marshall Lipsy. Lipsy hitting in the 7 hole for the Royals here this afternoon. Lipsy 1 for 2, scored a run, stole a base in the 4th inning for the Royals. 3 runs, 6 hits, an error for the Royals. 2 runs, 5 hits, an error for the Newmarket Rebels. As we play here in the bottom half of the 5th, the first pitch to Lipsy downstairs for a ball. Spencer Williams started for the Rebels. The left-hander came in with a 3-1 record. He went 3 2/3 innings, allowed 3 runs. They're all earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts before giving way to Eder. The 1-0 off the plate for a ball, 2-0. Reed Boyer got the start for the Royals. He went 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, 1 earned, 5 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. The 2-0. Lifted down the left field line, and it's going to be a fair ball. A fair ball, and it's going to bounce into the Royals bullpen, which will cost the Royals as Lipsy right down the left field line, and it hit right on the line and bounced into the Royals bullpen. Otherwise, Lipsy's at third for Christian Amaro. Second extra base hit of the game for the Royals. Second hit for Lipsy. That'll bring up Amaro. Amaro 1 for 2. He's singled in the second, struck out in the fourth. A chance for the Royals to add on to a 3-2 lead here in the bottom half of the fifth. Again, we apologize for just now getting on, but we are here and bringing the last half of the game. And the Royals trying to crawl into a tie for the third spot in the playoffs. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Christian Amaro. The 0-1 swung on and missed. 0-2. Two hottest teams in the Northern Division. The Royals have won 9 of their last 11. The Rebels 7 of their last 9. Newmarket lost a game. The 0-2 downstairs for a ball. 1-2. They dropped to 11-15 and have since won 7 out of 9 to improve to 18-17. The Royals, forgettable June, but have gone 9-3 in July, including 9 of their last 11. Last time swung on and missed, and it's going to go as a strikeout. Nobody covering the plate. Here comes the play at the plate. He's going to be out by a mile. Lipsy tried to be aggressive as Eder was late getting to the plate to cover the plate on the strikeout. And Eder did get there, and Lipsy will be thrown out trying to score to make it 3-1. Aggressive play by Marshall Lipsy. He saw nobody at the plate and thought he'd give it a roll. But Eder got there to end the inning, score that one 2-1. Amaro reaches on the K. Wild pitch. But with Lipsy out at the plate, that'll end the inning for the Royals. In the inning, no runs, a hit, no errors, a runner left. And your score after 5 complete is Winchester 3, Newmarket 2. And again, a big game for both these teams as the Royals trying to get even. Newmarket's last 4 games, they play 2 in a row against Purcellville and 2 in a row against Front Royal. The Rebels are 2-4 against Purcellville, but they've won the last one between the two teams. And with Front Royal on a 7-game losing streak, both these teams 2 weeks ago trying to figure out what they needed to do to pass Front Royal in the standings. Well, they've both blown past Front Royal during their 7-game losing streak. And Newmarket has yet to lose to the Cardinals, so you figure the last 2 games of the season are going to work in the favor of the Rebels. So the Royals, not completely desperate, but a pretty big situation here tonight, because with loss here, puts you 2 games behind Newmarket with 4 left, and with them playing Front Royal twice, it's basically 2 games back with 2 games left. So the Royals trying to get even with the Rebels here tonight. The Royals on the road tomorrow night to take on Strasburg, and then right back here Saturday night to play Strasburg before they play Woodstock on Sunday night, and then the last game of the season for the Royals at Purcellville on Tuesday night. Purcellville got rained out again last night. They've got 3 games to make up. Luke Holland will lead it off for the Rebels here in the 6th. Holland 0 for 2. He was struck out and grounded out. A run for the Royals in the first, 2 for the Rebels in the third. The Royals answered with 2 in the fourth and lead it 3-2 here in the top half of the 6th inning. Newcomer Nathan Steen on the mound for the Royals. Came on in relief last inning, and that's rocketed up the middle for a base hit. Holland will be a leadoff base runner for the Rebels. Steen just into town for the Royals. Came on in relief last inning. He issued a 1-out walk to Kyle Musser. Other than that, retired the other 3 hitters he faced. And again, Reed Boyer, the starter for the Royals, went 4 innings, allowed 2 runs. 1 was earned, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts. Now Steen trying to get the Royals to the middle innings and give them a chance to win it late. That breaking ball off the plate to Chase Albus. Albus 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out. Fastball in there for a strike. Count evens up 1-1. Albus, the right fielder from East Stroudsburg University. Give you the Royals' defensive alignment. The 1-1 fouled. Told the Royals bullpen nothing, or 1-2 for the Royals out in the outfield. Left to right, Marshall Lipsy, Connie Derschlag, Austin Lafferty. Around the infield, third to first, Brock Keeler, Connor Christensen, Morgan Miller, Jalen Hernandez, Christian Amaro behind the plate. And again, Nathan Steen on in relief for the Royals here in the top of the 6th. The 1-2. That'll miss down and get away from Amaro and go all the way to the backstop. So the Rebels are going to get the tying run into scoring position here with nobody out. 2-2 the count now on Holland. And that'll be charged to pass ball to Amaro. Albus with a chance to tie it up. The 2-2. Grounded toward third. Up with it is Keeler. He'll check the runner, throw on to first. Good strong throw to just get the runner at first. It's Albus getting down the line in good shape and made it bang, bang at first. But he'll be out 5-3 for the first out here in the inning. And they'll bring up catcher Connor Riley. Riley has flown to center field twice, 0 for 2. 6 hits for the Rebels here in the 6th inning. Jonathan Mallow, the second baseman, hitting in the 8-hole, 2 for 2. He waits on deck. First pitch to Connor Riley, grounded down the third base side, but foul 0-1. Again, apologize for all the issues with the computer we've had the last couple days, but we are here and ready to go, and hopefully have nothing but good things for the rest of the night. The 0-1. Runner off for third. The throw to third is going to be not in time. Holland steals third, and he's there now with 1 out. Pitch was in there for a strike. Nothing in 2 the count. That's going to be lifted toward right field. That should be plenty deep enough to score the run. Coming on is Lafferty, and he's going to have to make a diving stop to make the catch. So the stolen base pays off as Connor Riley's going to tie the game up on a sacrifice fly to right. Lafferty looked like he's going to be able to get there and have a shot at the plate, but then at the last minute he had to dive to make the catch. And Holland's able to score easily. So give Riley the RBI, and it's 3-3 for Jonathan Mallow. So the pass ball and the stolen base come back to hurt the Royals. It's 3-3 here in the 6th. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 to Mallow. So we'll start all over, and it's going to be the team that wins the back third of the baseball game that's going to come out of here in third place. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Winchester leads the season series against Newmarket 4-3. And if they end up tied at the end of the season, I believe that's the tiebreaker. So this is another huge game for that reason. The 0-2. That'll hit him in the head. He came high and tight on 0-2 and came up too high. So after getting ahead 0-2 to Mallow, Mallow will head down to first. Representing the lead run. And that'll bring up Kevin Hager. He's 0 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored the first run of the game for the Rebels. Now we're going to have a visit to Stein from the Royals dugout. So a leadoff single, a pass ball, a stolen base, got him to third, and a 1-out sacrifice flies tied the game up, and that'll be the end of the night for Nathan Stein. So he makes a brief appearance for the Royals here. He goes an inning and 2/3. He gives up a run. It's earned. He's the runner at first. It's his responsibility. gave up just one hit. He walked one, he hit one, did not strike out anybody. No wild pitches, home runs, or balks, and he could take the loss if the runner at first comes in to score. Number 28 on the pitch for the Royals, Colin McGuire, the local boy from James Wood High School. Another late season replacement for the Royals. McGuire plays his baseball at Lynchburg College for former Royals player and current Lynchburg coach Lucas Jones. McGuire making his third appearance. He's worked 3 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, 4 strikeouts. He's 1-0 with a 2.70 earned run average. He pitched a couple of nights ago in Front Royal, the 14th, when the Royals defeated Front Royal 14-1 just this past Sunday night. So Colin McGuire will be the Royals' third pitcher of the game. McGuire's ready to go. First pitch off the plate for a ball, throw back to first, and Hernandez makes the diving stop to keep the runner at first. Again, Kevin Hagar, the hitter, 0 for 2 with a run scored. The 1-0 from McGuire, upstairs for a ball, 2-0. You got to believe McGuire, being from the Winchester area, grew up watching the Royals here at Bridgeforth Field. And that's downstairs for a ball, 3-0. And he's missed with the first 3 he's thrown here in the 6th inning. That fastball in there for a strike. 3-1 the count as McGuire tries to get out of the 6th with the Royals in a tie game. And this all-important battle between Northern Division rivals. That fastball in there, 3-2, as Amaro again chases Mallow back to first rather. Mallow's been on base all 3 times. A couple hits. He's hit by a pitch. He's there now with 2 outs, and he'll take off, and that's going to be strike 3 on Hagar as he swings and misses. But the Rebels have tied it up with a run on a hit. There were no Royals errors and a runner left on base. Your score after 5.5 is Newmarket 3, Winchester 3. Royals and Rebels in an all-important game for third place here at Bridgeforth Field. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-3. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. Caden Etter back to the mound for the Newmarket Rebels. He'll face 9-1-2 for the Royals here in the sixth. Morgan Miller, Connie Derschlag, and Jack Mosh. Miller is 0 for 1. He walked and scored what was the third run of the game for the Royals at the time, the lead run. It is now 3-3 here in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 lifted to center field, and it's going to be right at Zach Walsh for the first out here in the inning. The defensive alignment for the Newmarket Rebels. Out in the outfield, left to right, Luke Holland, Zach Walsh, Chase Albus. Around the infield, third to first, Blaine Waltemeyer, Kevin Hagar, Jonathan Mallow, Kyle Musser, Connor Riley behind the plate. And again, Caden Etter on the mound for Newmarket. One out here in the sixth for Connie Derschlag. He's 0 for 3. Strikeout, a pop-up, and a fly-out. Takes a slider in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 check swing. He went too far, 0-2. The 0-2 to Derschlag. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and he is down on strikes. Second time he's been called out on strikes here this afternoon, and now 2 outs for Jack Mosh, who had the big RBI double in the fourth that at the time tied it up. First pitch to Mosh, in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 to Mosh. Swung on and missed, 0-2. So after the Royals got a 2-out double in the fifth inning off of Etter. He's retired the first 2 here in the inning. In the sixth, tap toward first. Coming over to field it is Musser, and Musser will flip to Etter covering, and they're going to call him safe at first, and Etter can't believe it. And I think somebody's looking for an explanation, and he's going to come out and ask why he was safe. It was close at first, and I don't know if he said that Etter missed the bag or Mosh beat him or what the call was. But whatever it is, the Royals are going to have a 2-out base runner for Jalen Hernandez, who singled in a run in the fourth inning that gave the Royals the lead at the time. So that's going to go as the Royals' 8th hit of the game. An infield single for Jack Mosh. Now bring up Jalen Hernandez. Hernandez 1 for 3 RBI single. He's also reached on an error. First pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. That's off the plate for a ball, 2-0. 2-0 to Hernandez, a chance for him to look for a pitch here. He's going to drive that toward the alley in right center field, but running over to make the catch is Zach Walsh. Hernandez made a bid for extra bases, but Walsh will track it down in the alley for the third out of the inning. The Royals will get a 2-out base runner, but leave him on. No runs a hit, No errors, and runner left. Your score after 6. Newmarket 3, Winchester 3. You listen to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. So Nathan Stein, in his first appearance for the Royals, goes an inning and 2/3, allows a run. It's earned. 1 hit, 1 walk. He hit one, and he will not get a decision here this afternoon as we are 3-3 heading to the 7th. And this all-important battle between 3rd and 4th place is going to come down to who wins the last third of the game. Royals have won the last 2 games between these two teams. A 13-3 win on Fireworks Night here, and the 9-7 win at Newmarket on the 9th. Newmarket trying to even the season series at 4 games each. And once you're at 4 games each, the tiebreaker at the end of the season, I don't know what that might be. It might be the record against the number 1 seed in the division, which the Royals would hold the tiebreaker there with their better record against Strasburg as opposed to Newmarket. First pitch popped up, out of play. Zach Walsh leading it off. Walsh is 1 for 2. He scored a run in the 3rd. I'm sorry, 1 for 3 on the game. Flew out in the 1st, single in the 3rd, grounded out in the 5th. The 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2. Colin McGuire trying to get his 2nd win as a Royal. The 0-2. Strike 3 call, breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. And Walsh is down on strikes to start the 7th. They'll bring up Kyle Musser. Musser 1 for 2. He flew out in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, walked in the 5th. Bats here with 1 out in the 7th, nobody on. First pitch to Musser. Fastball just misses inside. The 1-0. That'll miss down and away, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, top of the 7th inning of a 3-3 game. The 2-0 line right to the shortstop. Christensen will field it in the air for the out. Looked like he was undecided as to whether to play it on a hop or catch in the air, and he did at the last second reach down and make the catch. So 2 outs here in the 7th for Newmarket. They'll bring up Blaine Waltemeyer, the 3rd baseman from Penn State Harrisburg. Waltemeyer 0 for 3. He reached on an error in the 3rd inning where the Rebels scored the 2 to take the lead. Fastball at the plate for a ball, 1-0. A big error on the Royals that allowed the Rebels to tie the game at the time, and then they took the lead on the very next hitter. The Royals, by all rights, could have got out of the inning giving up no runs. But as it is, a 3-3 game here in the 7th. That pitch fouled out of play, 1-1 the count. The wind, the 1-1. That'll miss upstairs, 2-1. Both these teams on the road tomorrow night. Winchester in Strasburg, Newmarket at Purcellville. All important games. The last 4 are going to decide a lot. Lifted towards center field. Durslag going back on it. He is still on his horse, and he's going to track it down as he hits the warning track just before getting to the fence. So Waltemeyer gave it a ride, but he'll fly out to center field to end the 7th. Nothing doing for the Rebels. They're 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 3-3, Royals and Rebels. Caden Etter back to the mound for the Rebels, on for his third full inning of work. He came on in relief in the fourth. Got the only man out he faced in the fourth. In fact, it was the man that'll lead off this inning, Austin Lafferty. 4-5-6 for the Royals here in the seventh. Lafferty, Keeler, and Connor Christensen as the Royals try to retake the lead. 3 runs, 8 hits, a run for Winchester. 3 runs, 6 hits, an error for Newmarket. After the night, the Royals 2 games against Strasburg, a home game against Woodstock, a road game against Purcellville. Again, the Rebels 2 against Purcellville, 2 against Front Royal. So this one goes a long way in deciding who plays on next week. First pitch to Lafferty, breaking ball, misses for a ball, 1-0. Definitely not do or die, but a win here helps. It helps the Rebels for sure. Gets the Royals even, the 1-0. Another breaking ball. Lafferty tried to hold up and was way too far done before he decided to hold up. So 1-1 the count. Swung on and missed, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes, nobody out. We are on the bottom of the seventh. The 1-2, a lot like they did last night. The Royals have 8 hits on the game, but they got 2 in one inning, 3 in another inning. For 5 of their 8 hits have come in 2 innings. The 2-2 to Lafferty. Lifted toward right field. Should be easy for Albus, and Albus will make the catch for the first out here in the Royals' seventh. Brock Keeler had a big game for the Royals last night. A 2-run double, a 3-run home run, 2 hits, 5 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 with a walk here this afternoon. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Keeler, the Royals' third baseman from Charleston Southern. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Adder sets the 0-2. Strike 3 called. And Keeler sees 3 pitches and is gone. 2 outs here in the Royals' seventh. For Connor Christensen. Christensen 1 for 3, singled in the second. He has flown out and grounded out since. Since Etter came on, he's allowed 2 base runners. A 2-out double in the fifth. Well, actually allowed 3 base runners. He allowed Amaro to reach on the strikeout in that inning, but Lipsy was thrown out trying to come to the score. The 1-0 to Christensen. Lifted towards center field. Should be easy for Walsh. He'll settle underneath of it and make the catch. So the Royals go 3 up, 3 down. Nothing doing for either team here in the seventh. We go to the eighth. Royals Rebels 3-3. You listen to the Winchester Royals in Valley Baseball League action. Colin McGuire back to the mound for the Royals. He's retired all 4 men he's faced. Third pitcher of the game for Winchester. He'll face the middle of the order for Newmarket. 4-5-6, Jake Henry Williams, Luke Holland, and Chase Albus to hit for Newmarket here in the eighth. Combination of 2 for 9 for those three guys here this afternoon. Williams and Holland each with a hit. Albus looking for his first hit of the ball game. Williams singled in the second, grounded out in the third, flew out in the fifth. Will lead it off 1 for 3. He did drive in a run with his ground out in the third. Jake Henry Williams, the designated hitter from Arkansas State University, leading it off. McGuire's first pitch. Swung on and missed. Change up way out in front. 0-1 the count. McGuire's 0-1. Looked pretty good from here. Will be called a ball. Inside, I suppose. 1-1 the call, out of the count. The line, the 1-1. That's downstairs, 2-1. McGuire has this sign, the wine, the 2-1. That'll miss downstairs, 3-1. Henry Williams trying to be a leadoff base runner for Newmarket here in the 8th. The 3-1. Popped it up. That's going to be backing out of play. The count runs full, 3-2. Colin McGuire, last year with the Lynchburg College Ball Club, collected himself a national championship ring. Has pitched in some big games for Lynchburg. It swung on and missed as Henry Williams might have chased ball 4, a breaking ball inside corner. And Williams swung over the top of it for a big out for the Royals here in the 8th. So instead of a leadoff walk, it's 1 out, nobody on for Luke Holland. Holland 1 for 3. He singled and scored his last time up. He singled, reached second on a pass ball, stole third, and scored on a sacrifice fly, which turns out to be the tying run here this afternoon. First pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 will miss upstairs, 2-0. So arguably the two hottest teams in the Northern Division going at it right here. The 2-0 in there for a strike, 2-1. Royals winners of 9 of the last 11. Newmarket 7 of their last 9. The 2-1. Grounded sharply to third, backhanded by Keeler. Long throw to first, and he is going to be out as Hernandez came off the bag to make the tag. The throw was up the line a little bit, but Jalen came off the bag, put the tag on Holland on the way by, and he is out 5-3, and Holland looks like he might be a little bit shaken up, maybe on the shoulder where he got tagged as he was going full bore down the line, and Hernandez tags him out for out number 2 here in the 8th. Chase Albus all for 0 for 3, a strikeout and a couple of ground outs. Nice play all the way around as Keeler got the ball to first, and Hernandez came off the bag to make the play. Good strong throw from Keeler. First pitch fouled to the screen, 0-1 the counts. On Albus, he'll swing and miss, 0-2. Both these teams winners last night. Newmarket knocked off top dog Strasburg, while the Royals knocked off Front Royal. The 0-2 upstairs for a ball, 1-2. I believe the Newmarket score was 6-1. The Royals won 8-2 here over the Cardinals. The wind, the 1-2. That's lined into left field for a base hit. So Albus picks up his first hit of the game. He'll be a 2-out base runner. Last game between these two teams here in the regular season, and unless they both catch Purcellville, they will not meet in the playoffs. But at one time looked like Strasburg was a shoe-in for the top seed. They're only ahead of Newmarket by 3 games and the Royals by 4, of course, with 4 left. After tonight, the Royals would have to go on quite a run to overtake all 3 teams. That breaking ball will miss downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Royals just trying to inch ahead of Newmarket right now and then worry about everybody else. In the next couple days, that fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. McGuire sets the 1-1. Grounded up the middle, and that's going to be in the center field for a base hit, so a couple 2-out hits for Newmarket here in the 8th. And now they have the lead run in scoring position as Connor Riley picks up his first hit. I'm going to bring up Jonathan Mallow, who the Royals have yet to retire here this afternoon. He's 2 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, hit by an 0-2 pitch last time up. Now a chance to give the Rebels their second lead of the game. McGuire checks the runners. The first pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 8 hits for the Rebels. 6 guys with 7 guys with hits. 6 with 1 hit. Mallow has 2, and that'll bring a visit from the Royals dugout. And let's see if McGuire is going to be taken out here in the middle of the at-bat. Home plate umpire is going to go out and say we need a decision. Either take him out or let's go. And they will stay with McGuire. So McGuire and Mallow here in the 8th with a tying run at second base in scoring position and 2 outs. Mallow trying to pick up his 3rd hit of the game and give the Rebels the lead. McGuire comes set. A 1-0. Line toward left field. It's in for a base hit. Lipsy up with it to throw to the plate. Good throw, but it's going to be up the line, and the Rebels are going to take the lead on Jonathan Mallow's 3rd hit of the game. So Mallow out of the 8 hole is killing the Winchester Royals here this afternoon. And Newmarket will take the lead as Albus will score. And that'll be the end of the line for Colin McGuire. Riley heads to second. Mallow at first. And the Royals will go to the bullpen. Now trailing 4-3. McGuire retired the first 6 guys he faced, but 3 consecutive 2-out singles here in the 8th have given the Newmarket Rebels the lead. So far, McGuire's given up just the 1 run, but it is earned. The guys on base are his responsibility. He goes 2 complete innings. Sam Davies, I believe, is the new Royals pitcher. Nope, 15. Nick Lorenz, the new Royals pitcher. So Lorenz, the right-hander from the University of North Florida. Lorenz for the Royals making his 13th appearance, all in relief. 18 2/3 innings, allowed 21 hits, 20 runs, 12 are earned. He's walked 14, struck out 24. He's 0-2 with a 5.78 earned run average. Fourth pitch of the night for the Royals. So this game back and forth, a 1-0 lead for the Royals, 2-1 for the Rebels, 3-2 for the Royals, 3-3 for a couple innings, and now Newmarket back on top, 4-3. As Lorenz comes on to try to hold it right there. 3 consecutive 2-out hits for Newmarket. Kevin Hager, the little hit, he's 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice in the third and scored. Ninth hit of the game for the Rebels. It's made it 4-3. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. So the Royals trying to stop it right here and then go back to swinging it. Lorenzo comes set, the 0-1. Grounded toward third, but it'll be foul, 0-2. Hagar, the number 9 hitter for the Rebels, trying to add on to a 4-3 Newmarket lead. Hagar, one of 2 Rebels hitters this afternoon without a hit. The other one, Blaine Waltemeyer, has driven in a run. That's slider downstairs for a ball, 1-2 as Amaro scrambles to knock it down and keep it from going to the backstop. 1-2 with 2 outs. Lorenz comes set. He'll check the runners. A 1-2. Tap towards short. Christensen up with it. He'll fire on to first. In time as Hernandez had to stretch, but is able to hold the bag to retire the side. But the Rebels, thanks to 3 2-out hits, take the lead. A run on 3 hits, no errors. They'll lead 2 on base. Your score after 7.5 is now Newmarket 4, Winchester 3. You listen to the Winchester Royals in Valley Baseball League action. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Rebels will go to the bullpen. New pitcher for Newmarket from Shepherd College, Michael Burnley. Burnley will be the 3rd pitch of the game for the Rebels. On in relief of starter Spencer Williams and Caden Eder. Burnley, the big right-hander from Shepherd. Burnley making his 9th appearance all in relief. He's worked 11 innings, allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned. He's walked 6, struck out 18. He's 1-0 with a 4.09 earned run average. Caden Eder goes 3 1/3, no runs, allows 2 hits, no walks, struck out 3. And if Burnley can hold the lead, he stands to be the winning pitcher here this afternoon. Burnley will face the bottom of the Royals order. 7, 8, 9, Lipsy, Amaro, Miller. This combination led to 2 runs for the Royals in the 4th. Lipsy led off with a hit. Miller, a 1-out walk. They both came around to score, which gave the Royals the lead at the time. Lipsy, 2 for 3, a single, stolen base, a run scored, and a double. Royals need him on base to get something going here in the 8th. First pitch from Burnley, downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Rebels have out-hit the Royals 9-8, each team with an error. The Rebels lead it 4-3. Burnley's 1-0 to Lipsy. That missed somewhere. Looked like a pretty good pitch from here, but 2-0 is the count. I think Lipsy thought that was a strike. Everybody thought that one was a strike. 2-0 to Marshall Lipsy. And then he swings at ball 3 down and in. 2-1 as he swung and missed. Had a pitch down on his shoe tops. Burnley has this sign, working in a hurry with nobody on base. The 2-1 to the Royals left fielder. That'll miss down and in. It's going to hit him. So justice served as Marshall Lipsy will take the hit by pitch, and the Royals will have the leadoff runner on here in the 8th. I bring up Christian Amaro. He is 1 for 3. Singled in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, struck out and reached first on the wild pitch in the 5th, but didn't stay there long as Lipsy was thrown out trying to score on the wild pitch. The Royals are going to ask Amaro to square and bunt. The first pitch to Amaro is down, and it's a good one. They will concede the runner going to second base. They might have had a play at second base had Burnley decided to do that, but he will take the sure out at first. Amaro sacrificed 1 to 3. And the thing about that sacrifice for the Royals, just the 2nd sacrifice bunt of the season for the Winchester Royals. And now Miller up with a chance to drive in the run. Miller 0 for 2. He walked and scored in the 4th. Top of the order on deck for the Royals. So some good sticks coming up for the Royals if Miller can't drive him in, but the Royals at least like to have Durslag up there with 2 guys on and 1 out. The first pitch to Miller popped out of play, 0-1. Had a good hack at a fastball, but fouled it out of play. A couple of right-handers up getting loose in the Newmarket bullpen. Actually, a right-hander getting loose, and it looks like a left-hander and a right-hander taking turns throwing on the inside mound. I've never seen that done before. The 0-1 to Miller fouled off the catcher's mask, 0-2. That's 0-2 the count to Morgan Miller. The 0-2. Couple looks to second base by Burnley. Now he comes to the plate. High and tight, 1-2. Lipsy getting a good secondary lead at second base. Miller trying to drive him around. Royals down a run here in the 8th. Burnley comes set. The 1-2. Fouled out of play. He might have chased ball 2, but with the way that outside corner's been called here this afternoon, probably a good thing to take a hack at it because you don't want to get called out on strikes here. And that outside corner's been very inconsistent. So rather than take a chance, he fouls it off and lives to see another pitch here. Burnley has this sign. He'll come set. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He swung at ball 2, and he's down on strikes. A breaking ball that I don't think was where Burnley wanted it to be, but he gets away with it as Miller will strike out, and it looks like the Rebels are going to bring in a left-hander to fade. Well, I don't know what they're going to do with Durslag up now, and they're going to make another pitching change. So Burnley faces 3 hitters, retires 2 of them. The Royals have the tying run at second base. Burnley goes 2/3 of an inning, no hits, no walks, no strikeouts. I'm sorry, 1 strikeout. He hit 1, no wild pitches, home runs, or balks. And for some reason, when I wrote his name down on the score sheet, I just put Michael and didn't write down the Burnley. He is not allowed to run yet, but does have a runner at second base. It's his responsibility. Luke Roggenberg, the new Newmarket pitcher, right-hander from St. Bonaventure. Roggenberg's a big right-hander. Will be the 4th pitcher of the game for the Rebels. Roggenberg, his 16th appearance, all in relief, 19 2/3 innings, allowed 12 hits, 5 runs, 3 are earned. He's walked 4, struck out 27. Yes, you heard me. He's walked 4, struck out 27. He's 0-1 with an earned run average of 1.37. He's a good one. The Royals got their work cut out for him here as Durslag comes up with a runner at second base, and Roggenberg trying to close out the inning and keep the Royals down and run. First pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0. I wouldn't swear to it, but I believe Roggenberg's only loss of the season came here against the Royals in relief, but that might not be correct. Fastball inside corner, 1-1. Eder still on the line to win it if Roggenberg can get out of this inning. The 1-1 to Durslag, and that's fouled off of the play as it came off his foot. Looked like that might have been inside, but again, he just called the inside corner on Durslag, so rather than take a strike, he's trying to drive in the run. 1-2 the count now to the Royals center fielder, Connie Durslag. Roggenberg comes set, the 1-2. Grounded towards short, high hop for Hagar. Long throw to first is going to be not in time. Durslag beats it. Lipsy moves to third, and the Royals have first and third now with 2 outs. Once it took that high hop, you knew Durslag had a chance with his speed down the line, and he gets there. Jack Mosh is 2 for 3. Walked and scored in the first, an RBI double in the fourth, a single in the sixth. Royals would like to see him line another double up one of the alleys and see how quickly Durslag can get around the bases. Roggenberg will come set. The first pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Big spot here for both teams. Roggenberg trying to get out of the inning, Royals trying to tie it up, if not take the lead. Mosh and Hernandez are probably the 2 guys the Royals have won at the plate in this situation. That fastball grabbed the outside corner. Count evens up a ball and a strike. Big, nice young crowd on hand here this afternoon waiting for the Royals to do something they can get excited about. Roggenberg will check the runner at first. The 1-2, or the 1-1 rather, swung on a miss. Now it's 1-2. Pulled the string on him, and Mosh way out in front. 1-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, Rebels lead it 4-3. 9th hit of the game for the Royals. Have The runners on the corners. The 1-2. Throw down to second base. They're going to get the runner hung up, and the Royals are going to steal a run. Durschlag does exactly what he's supposed to do. Durschlag took off for second, and on the throw to second base, he slammed on the brakes, got in a rundown to allow Marshall Lipsey to come in and score the tying run. So Burnley will give up a run. Durschlag will be tagged out. 2-6 on the stolen base attempt, but more importantly, stays in the rundown long enough for Marshall Lipsey to score and tie the game. So for the Royals in the 8th, a run on a hit. No errors, nobody left. We go to the 9th. It's 4-4, Royals and Rebels. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. Zach Walsh will lead it off, top of the 9th. 1-2-3 for the Rebels. Walsh 1 for 4 with a run scored. The Royals tied up with a run in the 8th. Nick Lorenz back to the mound for Winchester. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Colin McGuire can no longer lose it. Caden Etter can no longer win it. As we play here in the 9th of a tie game, the 0-1 will miss off the plate for a ball, 1-1. Lorenz's job, get 3 outs and get his offense out there, see if they can steal a run and take this game. Grounded towards short. Christensen can't handle it as he slides to make the play, but it pops out of his glove as he came to his feet to try to throw it. So the Rebels will have a leadoff hitter on here in the 9th. They'll bring up Kyle Musser. Musser is 1 for 3, singled in the 3rd, walked in the 5th. Lorenz comes set. He'll check the runner at first. Musser squares the bunt. The runner is going. The throw down to second base is going to be not in time. So the Rebels get a runner on, have him steal, and the Rebels have the runner in scoring position now, and they'll score an error and then a stolen base. So Musser could very well be bunting here to get him to 3rd. 1-0 the count. Lorenz will come set, the 1-0. Misses inside, 2-0. Walsh leads it off, gets on. Musser up there 2-0, and then the middle of the order with some guys that can swing the sticks coming up for the Rebels. The 2-0 catches the outside corner, 2-1. So the Royals steal a run in the 8th to tie it up. It's Newmarket threatening here in the 9th to retake the lead. The 2-1 grounded toward 3rd, but that'll be foul. Count holds 2-2. Nobody out, top of the 9th. 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Royals. 4 runs, 9 hits, an error for the Rebels. The 2-2 in the dirt, ball 3, 3-2. Count full on the Newmarket first baseman, Kyle Musser. Lorenz comes set, the 3-2. Fisted towards short, that's going to get the runner to 3rd. Christensen up with it, he'll throw on to 1st. But Walsh realizing the ball wasn't hit hard, took off for third, and he'll be there now with one out. The Royals are going to be forced to bring their infield in on the grass. For Blaine Waltemeyer, Waltemeyer is 0 for 4. Reached on an error and drove in a run in the third. Big spot here is Lorenz trying to get him out without the runner advancing. And the Royals are going to catch a break as that slider gets away from Amaro, but it hits the umpire and bounces into fair territory. It's 1-0, but it keeps the lead run at third base. The 1-0. That's lined right to the shortstop, and good base running by Zach Walsh. Walsh could have very easily thought that was going into center field and come to the plate, but he waited. Waltemeyer hits it right on the screws, but he lines out to the shortstop for a huge out here in the ninth. And Walsh doing what he's supposed to do. See the line drive through. It didn't go through, and Williams, Jake Henry Williams, a chance to drive in the lead run now. He is 1 for 4, singled. He drove in a run to the ground out in the third. We have a pinch hitter on deck, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The 1-0 to Henry Williams in the dirt, 2-0. So it looks like Luke Holland will be pinch hit for. But the Royals are hoping, now the Royals are going to walk. The Royals are going to intentionally walk Jake Henry Williams, probably seeing that there's a pinch hitter on deck, and decide to take their chances. Gaten Grindelli will be the pinch hitter. From Westchester University, Grindelli, a .256 hitter. 3 home runs, 16 RBIs, fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. So an error, a couple of outs, and an intentional walk. I put down intentional hit by pitch. Is there such a thing? The 0-1 to Grindelli. Downstairs for a ball. 1-0, so Holland will be. Grindelli will probably be your new left fielder, but we'll figure that out when the Rebels take the field. 1-1 the count to Gaten Grindelli. The 1-1 lifted toward left center field. Over to make the play is Lipsy. Lipsy will make the catch. Grindelli made bid for extra bases, but Lipsy able to get over and make the catch. The Rebels threaten here in the ninth, but can't push it across. For Newmarket, no runs, no hits. There was an error and 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It's 4-4, Royals and Rebels. Royals need one to win. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. Royals dodge a bullet in the top of the ninth inning. A chance to win it here with a run in the bottom of the ninth. Gaten Grindelli will stay in the game. He'll play left field. Luke Rogenberg back to the mound for the Rebels. He'll face 2, 3, 4 for the Royals here in the ninth. Mosh, Hernandez, and Lafferty. Mosh has one job, get on base here. And I think he just did. And they're going to say, no, he leaned into it, I guess. So it's a ball, 1-0. Mosh tried to buy him a base, but the home plate umpire not giving into it. The 1-0. And that'll miss somewhere. I'm not sure where. 2-0. That looked like a pretty good pitch from here. just a second hitter Roggenberg is faced, but the Royals were able to steal a run to tie the game up. The run charged to Michael Burnley. Burnley, though 2/3 of an inning, allows a run. It's earned. 1 strikeout, 1 hit batter. No hits, no walks. The 2-1 to Mosh. It's towards center field, and it should hang up for Walsh to make the catch. Mosh got under it a little bit, tried to send it toward right center field, but got under it. And it'll be an out for the Royals. Jalen Hernandez will hit. Hernandez, his RBI single in the fourth gave the Royals a 3-2 lead. He's 1 for 4. And the kids from Tall Timbers would like to see Jalen hit one out on the Cork Street. That's line toward left field, and that's going to be a nice running catch by Grandelli just into the game. Grandelli will make the catch for out number 2. And then I'll leave it up to Austin Lafferty. An RBI single in the first. He has since gone 0 for 3. Ironically, the Royals have 3 walk-off wins here at home this year, 2 of them against Newmarket. Swung on and missed, 0-1. And I believe the second one, or the first one rather, the Royals had to score a couple runs in the bottom of the ninth. I believe that came against Roggenberg. I think that was his only loss of the season, the 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. The other walk-off win for the Royals was a 9th inning win where they faced the Woodstock River Bandits, and Jalen Hernandez got a bases-loaded walk to win the game. The 0-2, that's grounded toward the third base. Up with it is Waltemeyer. He'll throw on to first in time. That looked like that was headed toward left field, but Blaine Waltemeyer with a nice play to cut it off, and the Royals go down in order here in the ninth. We have extra baseball. We go to the 10th. 4-4, Rebels and Royals. You're listening to the Winchester Royals and Valley Baseball League action. Nick Lorenz back to the mound for the Royals. Worked around a leadoff error in the ninth to keep it tied, 4-4. And, of course, international rules. Grandelli will go to second base, and he'll start there in the 10th inning. And let me go on record, and I'm sure most people know this by now, but I absolutely hate that rule. But I guess, especially with no lights here, we got to do that to keep us from going forever. So with Grandelli at second base, it'll be Aldis, Riley, Malo. 6, 7, 8 to hit for the Rebels here in the 10th as they try to push the runner across. The Royals have not had a lot of success in extra innings this year. I believe they're at least 0-3, and all 3 of those might be to Purcellville. If you can figure out a way to get out of here without them scoring that runner from second base, you got a really good chance. But first things first, Chase Albus, he is 1 for 4. He singled and scored the tying run in the 8th. First pitch, they're squaring a bunt. It's off the plate for ball, 1-0. And for all those keeping score at home, if Grandelli were to score here, it does not go as an earned run against the pitcher, but it does count as a run. The 1-0, he squares again, misses way inside, 2-0. So with Albus trying to bunt, Lorenz has missed with a couple of pitches here. Let's see if the Rebels 2-0 take the bunt off. The 2-0, he is not taking it off. The slider in there for a strike, 2-1. So the Rebels determined to get that runner to third. They weren't worried about the 3-0 pitch. Drops it down. He gets the job done. Lorenz will field throw to first. bang bang play at first. He'll be out 1-3, but the sacrifice successful as Grandelli moves to third. Connor Riley will be the hitter now. Riley is 1 for 3. A couple fly balls to center field to start the game, then a sacrifice fly to right to drive in a run, and a single in the 8th. First pitch downstairs for a ball. 1-0. The Royals infield in, trying to cut the runner off at the plate. Four, top of the 10th. Lorenz comes set, the 1-0. And that'll hit him. He came high and tight, and Riley will be hit. So the Rebels have runners on the corner now with 1 out. Oh, yeah, and by the way, that guy that the Royals haven't been able to get out all night long will step to the plate. Jonathan Mallow, his last time up, he tied the game with an RBI single. Mallow 3 for 3. He's been hit by a pitch. He's driven in a run. And a chance to do it again here. The Royals trying to decide if they're going to play back in the middle of the infield for a double play or if they're going to stay in on the grass. And if they stay in, it's just a golden opportunity for Connor Riley to steal second. And the Royals are going to walk Riley to load the bases. I'm sorry, not Riley. They're going to walk Mallow. So Mallow's perfect day will stay intact as they intentionally walk him. And that'll bring up Kevin Hagar. He is 0 for 4, reached on a fielder's choice and scored. Now the Royals double play depth up the middle, in on the corners. First pitch in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. As they try to coax a double play ball out of the bat of Kevin Hagar. The 1-0 popped it up. That's going to be out of play. That's exactly what the Royals needed. But it drifts back and out of play to even the count 1-1. If Lorenz can coax a pop-up in the infield here, that would be wonderful for the Royals. The 1-1. Slider down and away, 2-1. No place to put him. Lorenz peers in for his sign. He shakes one off. Now he has one he likes, the 2-1. Tap foul to the backstop. We're 2-2. Big pitch here. Top of the order waits on deck. There is just the 1 out here in the 10th. Rebels trying to creep back ahead. Lorenz has his sign. He'll come set. The 2-2. Slider down and away. Count runs full. 3-2. Try to get him to chase a slider down and away. Hagar laid off of it. 3-2. Bases loaded. Lorenz sets the payoff pitch. Grounded toward third. Backhanded by, and he's not going to be able to get anybody. Keeler backhanded it, but it came off his glove into foul territory. And Hagar comes through with an RBI to give the Rebels the lead, and still just 1 out to the top of the order. It'll go as a base hit for Kevin Hagar. And Zach Walsh will hit now. He's 1 for 5, and it's still just 1 out. Bases loaded, is now 5-4 Newmarket. Slider off the plate for ball, 1-0. High and tight, 2-0. So Lorenz trying to get out of this with just a 1-run scoring, but the Rebels trying to blow this thing open with a big 10th inning. The 2-0, that'll miss way outside, and he's a pitch away from walking in another one. Now the Royals are going to bring the infield in. The 3-0. And he'll miss inside. He walked him on 4 pitches, so the Rebels will grab another run here. So Riley will score. Still bases loaded with just 1 out. Mallow moves to third, Hager to second, and Walsh will be at first now. And we'll see if the Royals are going to make a pitching change or stay with Lorenz. So the Royals are going to stay with Nick Lorenz. In the inning, he has hit 1, walked 1, infield single, or walked 2 rather, infield single. The Royals in on the grass. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Kyle Musser, 1 for 4. Rebels trying to take a commanding lead here in the 10th. Swung on and missed, 0-2 as Musser swung through a fastball. The 0-2, that'll miss all the way. And Amaro, everything he could do to keep that from going to the backstop, as that was way outside, and he just saved the Royals a run there. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 10th. The Rebels have scored twice. The 1-2 just missed inside. Count evens up 2-2. Lorenz has his sign. He'll come set, the 2-2. Slider down and away. He's gone full, 3-2. Payoff pitch from Nick Lorenz. Grounded towards second base. It's going to be past the diving Morgan Miller into the outfield. 2 runs are going to score, and the Rebels have blown this thing open here in the 10th. A 2-run single off the bat of Kyle Musser has made it 8-4. The Royals starting to see this one slip away a little bit. Mallow scores. Hager scores. Walsh will go to third. And still just 1 out. I'll bring up Blaine Waltemeyer. Waltemeyer 0 for 5 with the RBI. First pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A 4-run 10th inning for the Newmarket Rebels. The 1-0 swung on and missed, and Kyle Musser will walk into second base as Lorenz kind of forgot about him down at first. Now the Rebels, again runners in scoring position, a chance to make this a 6-run lead. That's grounded toward Hernandez. Hernandez will hold the runner up at third. Now he's coming to the plate. Hernandez had no choice as nobody was covering first. He held the runner at first, at third at the beginning, but as soon as he took off the run for the bag to retire Waltemeyer, Walsh took off for the plate, and nothing Hernandez could do. So another run scores. That's all on the base running of Zach Walsh there. Musser will move to third. That'll bring up Jake Henry Williams, who was intentionally walked his last time up. 5 runs for the Rebels here in the 10th inning, and they now lead it 9-4, and they've batted around here in the inning. 0-2 is first 2 fastballs in there for strikes. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Williams will strike out to end the inning, but a big inning for the Newmarket Rebels, as you can hear the Newmarket faithful go crazy. 5 runs on just 2 hits. Just 2 hits for the Rebels here in the 10th to score 5 runs. No Winchester errors, and the Rebels will leave a runner on base. We go to the bottom of the 10th. The Royals need a big inning. They're down 5. It's 9-4. Luke Roggenberg back to the mound for the Rebels to try to close it out. It's Newmarket 9, Winchester 4. You listen to the Winchester Royals in Valley Baseball League action. Five, 6, 7 to hit for the Royals here in the 10th. Keeler, Christensen, and Lipsy. Royals need a bunch. Keeler is 0 for 3 with a walk. He'll lead it off for the Royals here in the 10th. A 5-run 10th inning for the Newmarket Rebels as they try to take this all-important game between the 3rd and 4th place teams in the Northern Division. A Newmarket win means they're up 2 games with 4 games remaining. The 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 to Keeler, fouled out of play. 1-2, and Lafferty placed at second base for the Royals to start the inning. So Keeler up with a runner at second and nobody out as the Royals try to crawl back into it. The 1-2, fouled out of play. Count holds 1-2. So a 5-run 10th for the Rebels. Try to slow pitch breaking ball that Keeler laid off of and caught a ball. Count evens up 2-2 for the Royals' third baseman. That one misses downstairs, 3-2. The Royals need base runners. They don't care how they get there. A walk here is as good as anything for the Royals. Roggenberg comes set, the 3-2. Swung on and missed. He swung at the off-speed breaking ball way over the top of it. Keeler down on strikes. Probably chased ball 4. Connor Christensen will hit. He's 1 for 4 rather. Single to second. He has since flown out twice and grounded out. First pitch to Christensen. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 from Roggenberg. That'll miss inside, 1-1. Roggenberg, since he came on to finish out the 8th, the infield single to Derschlag. He's retired the other 4 hitters he's faced as he tries to pick up the win here. The 1-1. Grounded towards second base. Mallow up with it. He'll set his feet, fire onto first in time. And the Royals down to their last hope. Roggenberg trying to pick up his first win of the season for the Newmarket Rebels. Lipsy struck out his first time up. He has since singled, doubled, and been hit by a pitch. He scored twice. Has 2 of the Royals' 9 hits. That ball hammered deep to right field, going back onto this Albus. Albus to the fence. He reaches up and makes the catch at the fence. Lipsy gave it a ride, but the Rebels are going to win this one Lipsy made a bid for a 2-run home run here in the 10th. But the Royals, no runs, no hits, no errors. They'll leave a runner on in the 10th. And the Newmarket Rebels win this all-important game between the Rebels and the Royals. Final score, Newmarket 9, Winchester 4. The Rebels 9 runs, 11 hits. They commit an error. The Royals 4 runs, 9 hits. They commit 2 errors. Winning pitcher Luke Roggenberg, he improves to 1-1 on the season. Nick Lorenz will take the loss. He drops to 0-3. A big 5-run 10th inning for the Rebels propels them to the 9-4 victory. Jonathan Mallow leads the way for the Rebels. 3 hits. He drives in a run. He scores a run. Kyle Musser, 2 hits. He drives in 2 for the victorious Newmarket Rebels. For the Royals, Marshall Lipsy, 2 hits. He scores twice. Mosh, Hernandez, and Lafferty all drive in a run as the Royals lose this one and now fall 2 games behind Newmarket in the standings in that chase for that 3rd and final playoff spot in the Northern Division. With 4 games left, the Royals trail Newmarket by 2. The next 2 nights, the Newmarket Rebels take on the Purcellville Cannons. They are in Purcellville tomorrow night. The Royals, the next 2 nights, take on first place Strasburg. They are in Strasburg tomorrow night. Our friends in Strasburg and Purcellville will have the calls for you for those games. The Royals back here on Saturday to take on the Strasburg Express. Game time 5 o'clock. I'll be with you at that time, and hopefully now we have the computer problems all solved and out of the way, and we won't have that issue on Saturday night. But again, the final score from Bridgeforth Field, a big win for the Newmarket Rebels as they increase their lead in the Northern Division standings to 2 games over the Royals. Mark Sawyer saying good night from Bridgeforth Field. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. And remember, before you go to bed tonight, call your parents, tell them you love them. And while you're at it, call your aunt and your uncle, and we will talk to you Saturday night. Good night, everyone.